Secrets of the Heart, Secrets of the Heart, Part 3, The Savior's Embrace, Part 3, The Savior's Embrace. Summary: just when all hope seems lost, a chance encounter changes everything. Deandra finds herself in the hands of a stranger who offers her a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. Part 3, The Savior's Embrace. Days turned into a blur of despair until one fateful night, Deandra stumbled onto a deserted road after one of Elijah's violent outbursts. It was the kind that had become almost routine now, a rhythm she'd learned to predict by the set of his shoulders and the particular way he stopped meeting her eyes. She had run without a plan, without shoes, without anything but the terror driving her legs forward into the dark. Barely clinging to consciousness, she collapsed at the edge of the pavement, her body and spirit broken, gravel biting into her palms as the world tilted sideways. A car approached, headlights sweeping across the empty road, and as they illuminated her frail figure crumpled in the dirt, a man stepped out. He was a paramedic named Marcus, off duty, driving home from a double shift, his eyes filled with concern the moment he saw her. He rushed to her side, offering aid with a gentleness she hadn't experienced in months, his hands moving over her with a careful, professional calm that felt, after so long, like a foreign language she was relearning. "Please, let me help you," he said, his voice steady and reassuring, crouching beside her without a single flinch of judgment in his face. She must have looked like a woman who'd crawled out of a nightmare, bruised, barefoot, half a country from home. Deandra felt a flicker of hope ignite within her as he tended to her wounds, checking her pupils, asking her name in a tone that expected an honest answer, and would accept whatever she gave. For the first time in what felt like a lifetime, she felt safe. Marcus took her to a safe house run by a colleague who owed him a favor. He nursed her back to health over the course of a month, feeding her, sitting with her through the nights when the nightmares dragged her upright gasping for air. Their bond grew deeper with each passing day, filled with laughter that surprised her every time it escaped her throat, shared stories traded like currency across a kitchen table, and the slow, patient rebuilding of trust in her own judgment. He was everything Elijah was not: kind, compassionate, and fiercely protective without ever once making her feel owned. He never asked her to explain more than she wanted to. He never raised his voice. When she flinched at a sudden movement one evening, he simply stilled, hands visible, and waited until her breathing slowed, and then he asked, quietly, if she wanted tea. As Deandra healed, she recognized the strength within herself that had been buried under fear, a strength her mother had tried to hand her since childhood, and that Deandra had spent years insisting she didn't need. She confided in Marcus about her past, her family, the courtroom she'd grown up circling like a satellite, the years with Elijah that had started as rebellion and ended as captivity. He listened without judgment, without the flicker of pity that made her feel small, encouraging her to reclaim her life one honest sentence at a time. But even as she found solace in Marcus's arms, the shadow of her past loomed large. She knew men like Elijah didn't simply let go. The realization that he would not release her easily gnawed at her in the quiet hours, a low hum beneath every good day. Determined to confront her fears rather than spend the rest of her life running from them, Deandra began to strategize with a clarity that felt, for the first time in years, entirely her own. She was ready to take back control of her life on her own terms.